Today on The Bottom Line, we've got Tom Merritt on to talk about Microsoft's latest mobile operating system, Windows Phone.
Save time and money by skipping business trips and using GoToMeeting. Visit gotomeeting.com/techpodcast and get 30 days for free.
Windows Phone 7 series. Horrible name, but apparently a fantastic improvement on Microsoft's Windows Mobile. The operating system looks heavily Zune influenced and is flat out pretty. Tom, what do you think of the new Windows Phone?
I have to say, initial impression is I'm impressed. It's a good plan. Of course, all they've got it on is a mock-up at Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, so I haven't got my hands on it. Not too many people have had their hands on it, but it looks like the right idea. I like this idea of stealing a little bit from the Palm Pre and having tiles that will collect all your photos from different services, all your contacts from different services. I like the idea of stealing from iPhone a little bit and saying, hey, we're going to control the hardware, not as much as iPhone, obviously, because we're not making it, but we're going to have some strict standards. If you want to run Windows Phone 7, you have to have these specs. So that gives them a lot more control over what the operating system can do, and they've rebuilt it from the ground up, which is probably a good idea, too.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen it yet, definitely check out the videos. I think Gizmodo's got a couple of them up. And actually, the Windows official blog has it now, where they show off these kind of widget tile style stuff. So if you want to see what your friends are doing, you can see that right at glancing at the actual device instead of going into applications, which I think is a lot better than just the iPhone's clock. You guys should get on that, by the way. So the release date, though, seems to be later this year. Why do you think Microsoft showed it off so early when this is probably going to kill Windows mobile phone sales until then?
Yeah, that's a good question. And that's always a question when you're moving from one operating system to another. When are you going to show it off? Happens with Windows 7 and Windows Vista, too. When they showed off Windows 7 and announced a release date, did it kill all the Windows XP sales? It didn't kill them. But yeah, it definitely deflates them. Probably Microsoft's willing to take the hit. They're just saying, hey, you know what? Our Windows mobile sales are not that great right now as it is. Let's get people excited about this, and they're always going to be waiting for new phones anyway. They're going to be waiting for a new iPhone. They're going to be waiting for the next version of the Android phones. Let's get it out there so people don't forget about us when they're thinking about waiting for all these other phones. We want them waiting for a Windows mobile phone too, or I'm sorry, a Windows 7 phone.
It's Windows Phone
7
series. So it's kind of like a car, I guess. It's a Mercedes-Benz E-Class.
It's kind of a dumb name, but not the worst name Microsoft's ever come up with, honestly.
You think so? It's not the worst name? This will be up in debate. Guys, put this up in the comments. I'm really curious what you think is the worst name.
Clippy.
Well, Clippy. Okay,
Microsoft Bob.
Well, Bob was supposed to be a friendly thing. I don't want to go off on a tangent, but this OS has both Zune and Xbox integration. Do you think that the Zune is going to gain some of these advances, or do you think that thing is going to end up dying off? I mean, where do you think they're going with the Zune?
Yeah, I think the Zune will merge slowly over the next several years into a phone, just the way MP3 players are merging into phones. I don't think you'll ever lose the form factor entirely, but it's going to become a very niche item. And sure, Microsoft will be able to put out some Zunes for a long time yet, but the focus is going to be Zune in Windows Phone 7 series. Just the way the focus on iPod is now the iPhone, and to a lesser extent the iPod Touch.
Yeah, I'm hoping the Zune actually gets some more of those features. I mean, the tiles look great, the interface looked fantastic. It looks like they've really figured this stuff out. It seems like when they want to call something 7, they're dead on. So
yeah, the thing is it going to work as well as it seems to work in these demos? And we'll have to wait for actual production models made by manufacturers to come out. That's not going to happen until fall. So proof is in the pudding a little bit. But early indications are positive. Like this looks like a good operating system. Good job, Microsoft.
They've got 8 months to figure this out. And we're out of time. Tom Merritt, thanks for being on the show on your day off, no less. You can find Tom's work at CNET.com, subbrilliant.com, where he's got lots of great podcasts. You should check them out. They're really great. I'm Ayaz Akhtar, and thanks for watching.